A few years ago, our committee recognized a very positive public image coming from one particular club. It was the Rotary Club of Whitby Sunrise. And it was introduced finally to a Rotarian by the name of Sue Miller. And how fortunate were we to get Sue to join our committee. Since that time, our public image and web presence on District 7070 has dramatically increased and has been noticed by many clubs, not just in our district, but also around the world. Her skills have been first class, and she's featured several tips and articles on our district website and in our district newsletter, and they're being used by clubs all the time. Tonight, we asked Sue to take you on a small tour of some social media pages and come up with some best examples. So I'm going to turn that portion over to Sue. What have you got, Sue?
Thanks, Dave. That's so nice. I appreciate that. Hi, everyone. Tonight, I wanted to highlight some of the great social media work that's happening in our district and talked about what makes it so good. These days, more than ever, we can see how important social media is in our outreach to our communities. People engage with it because it relates to their passions, it gives them ideas and inspiration, it helps them achieve their goals, or it entertains them. So let's start with a few quick tips and then we'll take a look at some fantastic posts. Next slide, please. So without a doubt, you can improve your community engagement and attract new members through social media. We've had really positive results with this in the Whitby Sunrise Club. You don't need an account on every social media network. You should start small and focus your efforts. Take a look at the social media networks that are used most widely in your community. Think about who you want to reach and where those people are spending their social media time. Be sure to experiment with different types of posts to see what works best for your club. Next slide, please. So the Brand Center will help you tell Rotary's story in a clear and compelling way. You'll find everything you need to create Rotary communications with a current look and feel. Everything from helpful guidelines, logos, images, videos, ads, and so much more. By providing a consistent image of Rotary, what it stands for, and how we differ from other organizations, we can engage current members and attract new members, donors, and sponsors. A really good resource to use is called the Rotary Visual Identity Guide. It has all the do's and don'ts, and you can download it from the Brand Center. Next slide. So there's a lot of confusion about these tags, but they can really help bring engagement to your posts and help grow your followers. So starting with the one on the left, when you use the @ tag, it notifies someone that you're talking about them. It gives them a heads up about something, and it tells them that you'd like them to respond. So when you tag them, they'll be notified. For example, if you include @Rotary 7070 in a Facebook post, a notification will show up on the district Facebook page. When we see it, we'll share your post and help publicize your event or project. Or say you're posting photos of club members helping at a food bank. You should tag the members and tag the food bank. They will likely join the conversation and or share your post, which will expand its reach. Then moving on to the number symbol, which is a hashtag. These are used to categorize content and make it more discoverable. It helps you participate in larger ongoing conversations, so more people will see your post. For example, include hashtag people of action and hashtag your city when you're doing a local community service project. So let's take a look at some posts from our district. Next slide, please. So a lot of people don't really know what Rotary members do, so we need to tell them. This example is a very straightforward and simple way to tell the public what we do in the community and around the world. We want to explain how we unite, act, and bring about positive change. This type of image is super quick and easy to create. A good idea is just to include small amounts of text on the image, as these small bites are almost impossible not to absorb. When an image is loaded with text, it becomes easier to ignore. People will only spend seconds on your post, so you need to catch their attention quickly. Make it short and to the point. Use a small amount of text on the image and include the details in the body of the post. If you're like me and writing doesn't come easy to you, go to Rotary.org, look up the topic that relates to your post, take the text from the website and make it your own. Using text from the RI website helps save time, creates consistent messaging, and helps us speak in the same voice. So in this post, the first paragraph came from Rotary.org. The second paragraph describes what's happening in the image, which was a yard cleanup at the YWCA. Below that are hashtags, so this post can join other conversations and be seen by more people. And finally, the YWCA and the people in the photo were tagged to help generate more engagement and shares, which in turn brought more visibility to the Rotary Club of Whitby Sunrise. Next slide, please. When you're taking photos, resist the urge to line everyone up and say cheese. Photos or videos of Rotary members in action are fantastic. This one is from Bowmanville Rotary's bottle drive, and it works because it's unstaged. These people aren't standing around, they're busy doing good in their community. They also look like a team. By wearing matching colors, you show unity and you create a bigger impact. The Rotary logo is very visible on the vest and tent, which is great. And they're modeling correct COVID safety. So here's a tip. When you get a great photo like this, adapt it for additional uses. We like this image so much that it was later included in a district series on the benefits of being a Rotary member. It's a quick and easy job just to add a bit of text and the Rotary logo using canva.com. But we're going to talk about that in a minute. Next slide, please. So we are people of action, so we have to show it. Use the People of Action campaign to tell your story in a consistent and compelling way. This is a great way to showcase your projects and their impacts and inspire others to work with you on community projects. Other than the text treatment, notice what all these images have in common. All the people are busy and engaged. Photos that capture Rotary members in action, working together, doing good, are fantastic for promotion. Go to the Rotary Brand Center for all the details on how to use this campaign, or poaphoto.com for a quick and easy image generator. It only takes a couple of seconds. Next slide, please. So the Concert to Feed the Need is such a spectacular campaign. It's also by the Rotary Club of Bowmanville. It's just fantastic. They developed eye-catching graphics. They posted on a consistent timeline. They created entertaining, interesting posts, such as videos of the musicians talking about the event and generating excitement. They highlighted community involvement with a video about Feed the Need to explain where the funds are used. They used hashtags to help spread the word. And importantly, they often included a call to action. They told the viewer what to do next, and they made it easy for them to do it. Click below to donate, and there's a link right there to do it. Next slide, please. So how do you make your graphics look good if you don't have design skills? Well, it's easy. Use a free graphic design platform such as Canva to create professional looking social media graphics, presentations, posters, documents, graphs, and so much more. Canva has ready to use templates that you can customize, or you can just start one from scratch. It's super easy to use and anyone can use it. There are lots of step-by-step videos on Canva, or just go to YouTube and look it up there. You'll find lots. So in these images on this slide, notice that there's minimal text included on each image. A good thing to remember is that many people view social media on their phones, not on large computer or tablet screens. It's better to include the majority of the text in the body of the post as opposed to cramming it all in the image. If the image looks too busy and people can't easily read it, they'll flip on by. And on to the next slide, please. So in closing, here's a few resources to remember. The Brand Center. Learning the Rotary brand makes everything easier. It gives you the parameters to work within so you don't have to start from scratch every time. Use the People of Action generator on the Brand Center or poaphotos.com. I like that one. That one's actually my favorite because it's a little more flexible. And I can't say enough about Canva for image creation, so give it a try, canva.com. Everything you post should have an image or a video to go with it. If you don't have one, you can use a free stock photography site like Pixabay. These images are released for free under a license, which means you can safely download, modify, and use them for your social media. Just read the license for all the details. And lastly, share posts and videos from our district social media channels. Numerous times a year, we provide ready-made social media series that you can share, such as Why Rotary, Member Benefits, Rotary Basics, and more. You can share these directly from our social media pages, or feel free to download the image, copy and modify the text, and post directly from your club's page. And don't forget to tag District 7070. And
Well
that's
done.
it for my presentation. Thanks for listening.
Well done, Sue. Don't forget, we also have a YouTube channel too. Sue put together a YouTube channel for our district, and we want you to get in and use that as many times as you can.